Luba was surprised about how handsome the men were. She would say, he's so handsome, he's so handsome. And I would look, and he would be with a woman. I was shocked at the disparity in attractiveness. The women were almost always overweight.
And the lady is just like, she put something on her hair like this, you know, she's walking with the guy, but with zero effort. And for me, it was like, how can you, unfortunately, like, look like that? Hello everyone, today we would like to discuss with you our trip to UK. You know that we went there for the wedding of our couple and a little bit about our experience in UK. It's our first time there, I mean, together, and first wedding for Striker.
No, I've been to weddings before.
No, between a Western guy and a Ukrainian lady.
That is true.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, and it was interesting. It was very insightful. So we also want to discuss a little bit our impression of British people. Maybe it's a little bit harsh to say that, but like I want to say like what I saw there, like according to dating dynamic, to the couples that we saw, because no matter where I am, like, you know, like here in Valencia, anywhere in the world, like I always look at how people interact between each other, man and a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I got a couple of observations. So stay tuned and stay with us for the next couple of minutes. So first is the wedding. Striker, how did you feel at the wedding? Because for me, it was a traditional wedding. So it wasn't like, it was not all the Ukrainian traditions was there, but the most important ones were implemented to the wedding. The decoration, you know, I was reading two special traditions about the veil and about the candle, about the flame. It is very important during Ukrainian weddings. Everyone were like listening like that. It was interesting for them. But of course, I couldn't be like too serious about that. And I made like some jokes and I implement one tradition that the bride's mother really, really wanted. Kate also wanted, but she was a little bit like, oh, I'm not sure, will British people like accepted it about kissing?
Yeah.
So because in Ukraine we yelled, like we scream gorka, it means bitter. It's like bitter, oh, food is bitter. And so the couple should kiss. And so that was very good. But how did you feel? Like, how did you feel about the dynamic between them, between like, how did you feel at the wedding, basically?
I wasn't sure if it was going to be like a Western wedding or a Ukrainian wedding, you know. I kind of assumed it would be more Western and she would sort of leave, you know, much of the Ukrainian traditions for a wedding out. But they fused it together very well, didn't they? And her mother was there. She didn't speak English and you were translating, so luckily you work very well as a translator.
But did I speak English, yeah?
Yeah. But the speeches that were done by all of the main people, including the mother as well, was that of pure acceptance and love within the family, you know. And he has a young, well, how old is he? He's like
12.
12. So he has a 12-year-old son, and she doesn't have any kids. And so she did a very, I guess, moving speech to the son at the you know, event. Where she,
at the wedding, actually.
Yeah, and she wasn't saying, and the way she positioned it was very well, because her English it's okay, but it's not great, right? So she was fumbling on some words and she forgot some things, but she did a good job. But she was saying like how, you know, she's like, we're now friends, you know, and all that sort of stuff. Like she wasn't like, I'm your mother. Like you could tell that the way that they had positioned that relationship was that she was just his like, almost like an older sister, right? Rather than a mother, you know? And so it was very cool, you know? It was actually surprising. We actually sat at the head table with the bride and groom, and I don't think many people knew who we were. It wasn't a huge wedding, like 50 people, and I'm sure people were looking at us going, who the hell are these two sitting there? And so I wasn't sure what I was like how many people knew about it, and I didn't want to say anything because, you know, some people, you know, whatever. So I kind of kept to myself the whole time. The whole time I was just, normally I talk to everyone, but I was very worried that I would say something that would cause some problems.
It was very, very personal when Steve, like he done toast and he said like, it's, I'm very grateful for my parents, I'm very grateful for my brother, and I'm very grateful for Striker and Luba. And we were like, oh my God. But it was extremely pleasant. I was looking at Striker at that moment.
Oh, it was cool.
It was very
cool.
But what I like the most is that I know that some guys, they scare it a little bit, like, will the family accept, you know, the lady from a different culture? Will they be okay? I was absolutely mesmerized. Like, how did they accept Kate? Like, how they were, like, how they already become like friends and how supportive they were. And Steve, I think he's the youngest from the, like, there's a big family, and like all the parents and aunties and aunts, like, kind of like much older. So they're in their, like, I don't know, like late 60s, I would say, even like 70s. And but they all were like helping and supporting because Kate decorated the whole wedding herself. And she made with her mom all the desserts for this wedding. And she made this because like she like one of the reasons because she liked it, but another one she said, like, there is no reason to spend money on that. No, we can do everything ourselves. And
Yeah.
so like she ordered a lot of different stuff from like AliExpress, to just decorate it like super beautiful, super nice. And Steve was making fun that they have like a work whole house or warehouse of from
A
this
warehouse.
not
A warehouse for they have
for the like for the all the decorations and
the
stuff. And
Timu
I
distribution
even,
center.
I told Kate, I said, like, you should do that, like you should do for work, because she's not like, she's thinking what to do now, and like she would be great at setting up weddings. And everything was so warm and so pleasant and so nice. And I just really like the combination in family, how they've been like supportive, and how did they
Yeah, the speeches were all about, you're now part of our family now. You're officially now part of our family. Even to the mother, and like she couldn't understand. You had
Yeah.
to translate for her, but I think, was it Steve's mother was saying something to her about,
Yeah, so they have a gift, like some auntie gave a gift for the mother. So it was such a huge acceptance. And Kate's father, he couldn't make it because he can't leave the country. So they had a very interesting how you call it, like live stream for the people
a live stream,
who can't join. But I've been at the wedding when they did it. It was just a Zoom call. But this one particular, they put like different cameras so people can see from the different angles how they cut the
It's like a movie production.
Yeah, like it was really, really cool. So that was a great experience, and it was very pleasant to be there. It was very interesting. It was very insightful, and we are
to be honest,
waiting for the next invitation, please.
To be honest, it was an honor. Like I had a moment when people were doing the speeches, and then when Steve had thanked us, I was thinking to myself, like we did this, we created this, and I was thinking, if it wasn't for us, these people would be doing these people would have other things to do, is what I thought to myself. But it's actually quite an interesting and kind of, I don't know, cool realization. That's just my internal thoughts anyway, nothing.
So after that, what we've done, after that, I don't know, should we skip the part about the horrible museum that we went? Yeah, I think that we should.
No, we also went to a museum of disease, didn't we?
And Stryker were like so excited about that. He said, Luba, we should go.
Well, it was an old church, and it was the Museum of Disease, and I said, we have to do it. Like, we're here.
And it's my favorite. Like, I adore.
And it was terrible.
Yeah. So like not anti-marketing, but it was horrible.
Yeah,
so
1 star for me.
Yeah. So what next happened? We met with our clients. So we met with 4 guys. 3 of them live in UK. 1 came from Denmark. We had a little like very cozy and warm meetup. It was very, very powerful because one of the guys, he's a client, and we spoke with him many times already. And so like it was interesting to meet in person. Obviously, I can tell that there's a huge difference between the person who is sitting like that, and I see only half of the body. And like when you talk, when you meet, and I was like, I said, you're so handsome, you're so tall, you're so this. And he was like, oh, no, like and like he has blue eyes. Like, I don't know, like I mean, it's not about the look, it's just like different vibe that you get from the person. And
it's more relaxed.
It's more, yeah. And the other 3 guys, they literally just traveled to meet with us. Like it's just like for us, it's always going to be probably a surprise that people, one guy came from London, another guy also need to drive like 2 hours. And it's very interesting. So we answer a lot of their questions. We discuss, one guy, he shared his experience that he been dating Ukrainian girl before. I would like to invite you to our Telegram community. It's the fastest way to reach out to me and Stryker. And also, like, I attend a lot of different meetings with the ladies where I show only on Telegram. And also there's another subscribers that discussing interesting topics all the time, and you can get answers to your questions. I'm waiting for you there. And they broke up. He couldn't really understand. And then he found our channel, and he was like sitting like that, and he said, every video that you've been doing, it was for me like an insight that I made this mistake. Oh, I didn't know that this is a cultural difference. I didn't know this. You need to go?
No.
You train is maybe?
No, I was just checking.
So, it was it was interesting how, like you said, like you just changed my life, because I started looking at the dating from a very different perspective and different point of view. And I did the pictures for all of the guys, because now like I understand, you know, like what perfectly good pictures looks like. And I did a little video clips for them. So a lot of content for further introductions for the ladies. And
One thing we were just talking before, like when we sort of decided to just kind of randomly do this video, was we were talking about it was really more Luba's experience and what she had witnessed in the US. Oh, sorry, the US in UK. And when we were walking, Luba was surprised about how handsome the men were. She would say, "He's so handsome. He's so handsome." And I would look, and he would be with a woman. And so I was shocked at the disparity in attractiveness. Can I say that? Like the Luba was, and I was like, but look at the woman that he is with. Like I'm trying to make this so it's not like a nasty video or anything like that. But the attractiveness level in the woman and the guy, like the women are almost always overweight.
but it's not, you know, for me,
Almost.
it's like overweight, like some of them were definitely, but for me, it was other part. Even if she was not overweight, the way the guy were dressed, like we came there, and these 2 days, there was a very big, like Chester horse racing. And so the guys were dressed like I don't know, it was like all suits, or like, you know, three pieces suit, nice shoes, you know, walking like shaved, clean, you know, with the cologne you walk and you can, because I can sniff everybody, and like I can feel the smell. And the ladies, like they kind of like, they don't care what they dress, nobody wearing heels, everybody's like
Until at night.
until night, yeah. And so at night was also interesting, it was not enough clothes, but it was like they wear like the sneakers, and like even if they were not going to this racing, they were just like walking around the city. The guy dressed nice, clean, tidy, like stylish, like sporty, you know, sexy cash, how striker call it. And the lady is just like, she put something on her hair like this, you know, she's walking with the guy but with zero effort. And for me it was like, how can you unfortunately like look like that, you know? But then
Yeah.
we experienced something else, because so this is according to the look. And I said, you know, striker, when the girls always asking me, guys, trust me, every single day I get at least one message: why do you guys looking for a Slavic lady? Why do the guys looking for the Ukrainian wife? Why they can't find in their country? That is like at least like one reason to answer for that, you know, because Ukrainian lady, she would not look for her. It's an honor to dress nice, you know. She will, like, some guys annoyed that it takes 2 hours for her to dress, when he say like, just let's go. But another part that I was impressed with, because I mostly experienced in my life communication with American women. UK women, like I experienced one, and it was like that they drink much more than like typical, I don't know.
They drink more, as in they drink more quantity, or they drink more often.
I don't know, but they all, like, especially in the evening, like it was trash. Like in the evening when we were walking back, like everybody, like all these ladies, they were like, "Mwah," you know, they drunk, like, and
They're all wearing like next to nothing.
yeah, like
The shortest skirts and
yeah, and it was like very uncomfortable as well, because I thought, okay, maybe the guy is drunk as well, but he still will remember that she's like that. And we met a couple of ladies, and Striker talked to everyone, like literally man, woman, animal, everybody. Sorry, but like the ladies were very, I would say, friendly. They were very,
yes, I have thoughts on this.
yeah, very, very talkative. So it was like breaking the ice with them was like within the seconds, when I was thinking, like, because I was just leaving to the toilet, then I get back and like Striker is already talking to a new girl, and or the guy, like there was some guys that we also share experience. So, and I was thinking that would never happen in Ukraine. The Ukrainian girl is sitting with her phone, pretending that she's super busy, and like it's a little bit difficult to break this ice, I understand. With UK girls, it was like, yeah, in a second, like your best friends, they're sharing experience, she's telling us where to go, what we should go, where we should try. But what we're like, something we're missing.
Yeah, I had this realization on this. It's that, you know, UK, it's probably the same with USA, it's probably the same with New Zealand. Well, it is the same with New Zealand. Is that it's very easy to spark up this conversation. Like you can literally just ask a very generic question about something that's around you or whatever. The next thing you know, you're talking away, you're laughing, you're talking about what you've done, where you've been, and this is in a space of like a few minutes, right? And I mean, we experienced it, like even when we were at the airport, we were lining up and then there was like 2 UK girls in front of us, you know, and they asked what I did. Maybe you went to the bathroom, I can't remember. And I gave them my business card, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, we're going to call you. We need to find a man or whatever. I didn't tell them that we don't work with Western women. But, you know, you would never see that in Ukraine. So there was this thought that I had where it's like classiness versus friendliness is what I was, in my mind, that's how I pictured it. So the friendliness was very high, but the class, like, I hope these girls don't watch this video, but the class was like down. They were drinking a beer like while waiting to get into the.
They were drinking
and
vodka.
And then on the plane, when I walked past them into the bar, they smuggled in some little bottles of vodka, and I can guarantee you they would be an incredible. You would have a good time if I was sitting next to them and I wasn't with Luba. I guarantee I would have an amazing time, laughing and joking and talking with them and drinking vodka. Absolutely. But would I think of that as classiness, if that was a girl that I would like to bring home to my parents? Probably not. So sometimes when guys go into this, they want the friendliness of the Western woman, but the classiness of the Ukrainian. But they actually don't really go together. Because if a woman is like classy, she's going to sit there and she knows not to speak too much because she might look a bit stupid or she might embarrass her man or something like that. So she'll sit there and she'll nod. She's probably not going to engage in the conversation first. And even if the guy asks her, like a basic, opening type question, just to spark up conversation, she may just sort of, answer a few things. You really have to break through that unfriendliness that we've spoken about in order to make her friendly. But that only comes later on. And so sometimes guys want that friendliness, that I want this girl that's like, and we've had it with clients before, like, why can't she be more like funny and friendly or whatever it is? And it's like, because that's kind of not in their culture. Their culture is like more grounded and more, what would you say? Like more, I don't know if the word classy is the right word.
I don't know, maybe like a little, like
reserved. More reserved, yeah, more reserved. And so absolutely the West and Ukrainian woman in that sense is completely different. And I like it in the sense of the Ukrainian woman is classy, reserved as a partner, but the other side, to have fun and to drink and to go out to the club or whatever, like if I decide to do that one day again, then that is good there. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because
to find one that does both, hey, I should do one of my whiteboard videos about this. But to find one that does both, she's probably crazy. She's a crazy Ukrainian woman.
No,
and you should run away.
No, but wait a second. Like you can say that, once you break the ice with the lady, once you become closer with her, she can be fun and she can be classy. Like and she will.
Just thinking how I would do my whiteboard. No. You keep going on.
No. It's just like I believe that I would not say that Ukrainian girls are boring or they're not like fun to be around. But I just think that it takes more time. And but when Striker, like on one of our other videos, he said that if the girl says something, like if she say like I love you, or she's like you are my man or something, she means that. When in another culture, it's more like here in Spain, everybody's corazón, cariño, everybody's like, but it means nothing. It literally means nothing. I was talking to my friend, and she's she'd been like dating, she thought, a guy, and they've been like sexual relationship, everything. They were not living together, and she was moving to another apartment, and he told her that he gonna help her to move, so she didn't hire any car. And at the end of the day, he said, I'm sorry, like, I didn't sleep well, I will not come. And you may say that, yeah, like he didn't have a lot of value in her, he didn't like her, but they've been like together for like 3 months. Like, how can he not help? And this is like something about Spanish people. They always promise a lot, they always say a lot, and they do a very, very, very little, only like if it is almost like necessary.
That's
when it's
culture.
Like, it's their unfortunate, they're very friendly, but they don't do it. Ukrainians, I will not say that until I really mean it. And I believe that this is a little bit better and higher qualities than just being like, that's it. Yeah, that is our outcome. We're coming to Chicago. So we decided that, every 3-4 months, we will go somewhere. We will go to different parts of the world and meet with our subscribers, because that is priceless for us, like these meetings. We're going to Chicago like next month. Actually, it seems like every month.
We might even already be there by the time this is up.
Yeah. So we gonna go to Chicago, and we're gonna have a meetup there. So if you're somewhere in US and wants to meet with me and Striker in person, 18th of October, we're gonna be there. And then the next meetups, we didn't plan that far, but like a lot of guys coming to Valencia. We have one of the guys who coming for level up to Valencia by the end of October, and we're gonna change his style, his haircut. We'll do coaching, maybe mock dates. So that
And
is
then
what
get him a missus.
yeah, I thought massage, but massage as well. And yeah, so if you would like us to come somewhere and we have like at least like 5 guys in certain place, we definitely can come. Why not?
Okay. Sorry for the long video.
We see you.
See ya.